Alright guys, here are my picks from last week, and it was a fairly solid week. I don't know what the hell happened with Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh. I feel like everyone got those wrong. Atlanta and Carolina, Chicago and Minnesota, those were ones that could have gone either way. Tough divisional matchups, but I just kind of messed them up. Overall, though, a very solid week. And first off, I just want to apologize for, if any of you guys are following my Metal Gear Solid Let's Play, I have been slacking on that a little bit. I've only uploaded like one or two of those the past week, and I'll get on that, but I've been really busy the past few days with school, and I've actually, for the past 2 days, I went to Toronto for a Japandroids concert with my girlfriend. They are one of my favorite bands at the moment, but that's another topic for a different day. Music. Right now, I'm making my week 15, I think it's 15, right? Yeah, football picks. And this week we have, I don't know, it's kind of a fairly easy week, at least in my opinion. There's a couple of really big ones, though. First off, we have Cincinnati at Philadelphia. And this one's a fairly easy one. Again, I know Philly upset Tampa Bay last week, but I don't know. I can't take them seriously as a legitimate team just based off that. Cincinnati has proven to be solid over the course of the whole season and last season, and they played a good game last week in Dallas. Or not in Dallas, but they played against Dallas tough last week. So I like Cincy to beat Philly here. Next up, we have Indy at Houston. I know Houston looked terrible against New England, but they're still 11-2. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're still a very, very good team, and Indy is probably still a couple years away from really being a true Super Bowl contender. So I'm going with Houston at home. By the way, watch how horrible this load star is that I get. There's a host migration halfway through, and I get like 2 kills. It is awful, but I make up for it with another one later on. Anyway, back to the picks. The Giants at Atlanta. This is a pretty big game. I'm actually going with the Giants here. Atlanta, ever since they went on their big winning streak to start the season, they have not looked very impressive. Even the last couple of wins on that winning streak were not impressive. And losing to Carolina, I mean, I know it's a divisional opponent, but come on. Carolina is a bad team. Atlanta had to win that one. And I don't know, if they can't beat Carolina, how can they possibly beat the Giants? I'm going with New York here. Although the Giants are a pretty tough team to predict as well. I'm putting my faith in them. Right here we have New Orleans hosting Tampa Bay. Now again, Tampa Bay is another team that's kind of tough to predict at this point in time. They blew the game against who? Who did they lose to last week? Philly, yeah, in Tampa. I don't know about them right now. New Orleans at the Superdome. I'm going to go with them in this divisional matchup. We got Minnesota at St. Louis. Now, again, this is, I think, a fairly even game. Both teams are roughly around 500, and both teams are good at home and a little shaky on the road, so I'm going to go with the home team here. I'm going with St. Louis, but I don't know. You could easily make an argument for Minnesota. Green Bay and Chicago. Chicago has completely fallen off the map. I mean, they started the season like a house of fire. It looked like they were going to run away with the division even with Green Bay. But Green Bay has completely turned it around, and Chicago's turned it around too. Not the way you want to, though. I'll go with Green Bay here. Denver at Baltimore. I love Denver right now, I gotta say. You know, teams with a great coach and a great quarterback are usually a solid pick any week. Is John Fox a great coach? I don't know, maybe not, whatever. I don't know that much about him, but everyone's sure about Peyton Manning, and he is awesome right now. And I don't know, they might be my pick to win the AFC at this point in time, so I'm definitely taking them over Baltimore, whose defense has just completely fallen apart. Miami hosting Jacksonville. I'm going to make this one quick. I'm not a fan of either team. I don't like either team. I don't think either team is good. I'll go with the home team. I mean, I think Miami has at least somewhat of a pulse. I don't know. I think Jacksonville's awful. Go with Miami. Take the home team. Washington against Cleveland. I'm not sure about Robert Griffin's status for this one. I'm not sure if he's playing or not. Either way, I think I like Washington over Cleveland. Even if Washington has to trot Kirk Cousins out there, I think I'm confident in them handling business in Cleveland. Although Cleveland has been playing pretty solid recently, Washington's playing for their playoff lives. I don't think they're going to drop this one. Seattle going to, not Buffalo, but Toronto to face the Bills. I like the Seahawks. Normally I don't like the Seahawks on the road, but I mean, if the Buffalo Bills can't beat the St. Louis Rams in their own stadium, I don't think they're going to beat Seattle in Toronto. Seattle's a much better team. I'm going to pick them. And by the way, last week's game was just retarded. Seattle, 58 points. I mean, Jesus, I'm not going to pick against them against the Bills this week. All right, Carolina at San Diego. I know Carolina got a big divisional win against Atlanta last week. San Diego got a big win over Pittsburgh. Neither one of these teams are very good, though. I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take San Diego. I'm going to take Phillip Rivers over Cam Newton, yada, yada, yada. I like San Diego over Carolina. Detroit over Arizona, probably the easiest pick of the week. Arizona is dead, absolutely dead in the water. They are awful. Detroit is no great shakes themselves, but I don't know. I can't see Arizona beating anyone at this point in time. Kansas City at Oakland, two really bad teams going at it. Go with the home team. Go with the team that has some kind of a quarterback in Carson Palmer. He can at least play football, so yeah. Pittsburgh at Dallas. This is a fairly big one. I think Pittsburgh can take this absolutely, even though they really shit the bed last week. That almost makes me want to take them this week for sure. Like, I feel like they're going to be angry and they're going to really play as hard as they can, you know, whatever, like they usually do. Anytime people doubt Pittsburgh, they usually have their big game. But I'm going to doubt him here. I'm going with Dallas, mainly because Dallas, the Cowboys came through for me last week. I put my faith in them against Cincinnati. They were underdogs going into Cincy. I went with them, and they pulled through for me. So I'm going to go with them again here against Pittsburgh. New England and San Francisco. Huge, huge game. This one's going to be hyped up like crazy. You know, the storylines write themselves here. I'm going to put this one simple. I don't think San Francisco is for real yet. Not with Colin Kaepernick. I do not think they are a Super Bowl contender. Not until they win a huge, huge game like this one. And I haven't seen them do it yet. And New England at home, I think they're one of the best teams in the league, especially when they play at home. I do not think San Francisco goes in and does in Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, not in New England. I like New England to win, and I don't necessarily think it's going to be that close. I think New England could blow them out like they did Houston. That's going to be my bold pick. New England by double digits over San Fran. Last game, Monday Night Football, a snoozer. The Jets at Tennessee. Oh, boy. I'm not looking forward to watching this one, and I don't know anyone that is. I don't know, the Jets, I guess, they're a little better than Tennessee. I think Tennessee is pretty terrible. But that does it for my picks this week, guys. Well, let's hope to have another good week. 11-5, I'm hoping to beat that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.